News 46 is brought to you by
At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
Pahrump Nugget, Progressive Cash Drawings, Mystery Point Multipliers, Mystery Gift Days, Extra Cash for 4 of a kinds, Bingo, Bowling, Football, and Food Specials. Looking for constant action? Look no further. Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino.
We have Dr. Flom comes out, and he comes once a month, and he'll do all the shots and deworms and trims nails and answers any questions anyone has about their pets. And he comes once a month, every 4 weeks.
And does he come out of Vegas?
He's out of Henderson, actually. He has a clinic there.
Okay. And so when people think of the pet vaccination clinic or something, they think, oh, well, you can only bring your dogs here. But is that the case?
No, it isn't. You can bring your dogs, cats. We've had birds, any small pets, actually.
That's exciting. So what is the charge for this?
It depends what you want. A lot of people come just for the rabies, which is $10, but he runs package deals, and you can get all the shots for a dog for $28, and cats, I believe, is $26.
Okay. And so this is once a month. Is there ever a specific time, like a specific date, maybe the first of the month, or when do we know what time of the month to come?
It's every 4 weeks. So 4 weeks from today, he'll be back again.
Okay. And how long ago did you guys start this? Because this has been going on for quite some time now.
Yes, it has. We've been here 14 years, and it was going on when we took over the business, and we just continued with it because so many people took advantage of it.
Exactly, because it's a great thing to have in the community. So many people come out for this, and it's a low cost compared to if you went somewhere else.
Yes, that's for sure.
News 46 is brought to you by Healthcare Partners. News 46 is also brought to you by the Bankruptcy Center of Pahrump. When it comes to sensitive matters like bankruptcy, take a breath of fresh air by calling an experienced and compassionate attorney at the Bankruptcy Center of Pahrump, 775-727-4747. News is also brought to you by Tire Works Total Car Care, not your typical tire and service company. Guaranteed lowest prices on tires, your one-stop shop for all automotive needs. Call 775-751-6100 or 702-365-TIRE. News is also brought to you by Pahrump Dermatology and Skin Cancer. When you need the best dermatology care in Pahrump, call Pahrump Dermatology and Skin Cancer. 775-727-9800.
Tonight on News 46, a table hits an SUV on Highway 160.
We follow up with a car accident victim.
Having trouble filing those taxes? We speak to some people who can help. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Rick Vale and Rhonda Van Winkle. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 46. Local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Monday, February 20th, 2012. I'm Zach Fuentes in for Rick Vale.
And I'm Tony Joe for News 46. 3 young children were abducted last Friday morning from their foster home in Caldwell, Idaho. They were taken by their mother, Bertha Guerrero Lopez. She picked up her 3 children for a scheduled 24-hour visit, but did not return with them. According to investigators, Bertha Guerrero Lopez has family and a home in Las Vegas and is believed to be in the Las Vegas area. She is believed to be driving a 1986 gray or dark gray Pontiac with Nevada license plates 389XPR. Again, that's Nevada 389XPR. The children are 9-year-old Ubaldo, 7-year-old Mirella, and 5-year-old Esmeralda Guerrero Lopez. If you have any information regarding this Amber Alert, you are asked to please call the Caldwell, Idaho Police at 208-454-7531. Bertha Guerrero Lopez, the children's mother, has been issued an arrest warrant.
Hope they find them. Well, happy President's Day. President's Day, or Washington's Day, as it is also commonly known as, became a federal holiday in 1879. This was the first federal holiday to honor an American citizen, our first president, George Washington. Wow. The holiday was originally celebrated on Washington's birthday, February 22nd, but is now celebrated the third Monday in February.
Oh, good to know. Well, this weekend, an SUV was reportedly hit by a table that flew off of an uncovered flatbed trailer.
Tonight's accident report is brought to you by Stovall & Associates. Don't expect insurance companies to have your best interest in mind. Stovall & Associates cares. Let us help you if you have been involved in an accident.
Last Saturday at 3:00 p.m., a white SUV was traveling on Highway 160 towards the town of Pahrump when a table from an uncovered flatbed trailer flew off and hit the front of the car. The trailer was being pulled by a Dodge truck. Nye County Sheriff's deputies were called to the scene because there was reports that the parties involved were arguing with each other and possibly getting violent. Nevada Highway Patrol was on scene as well. Traffic had to be directed by Nye County Sheriff's deputies because the SUV was blocking one of the lanes. There were no reports of any injuries in this accident. This is Zach Fuentes for News 46.
And please remember that you are legally required to properly secure all of your cargo that you may be hauling.
That's right. On February 1st, a man was traveling down Linda Street near Fairbanks when he was hit by a woman who was driving under the influence. At the time of the accident, it was not sure if the man was going to make it or not. On February 1st, News 46 learned of an accident that occurred on Linda and Fairbanks Street. This was a head-on collision, and a drunk driver was involved. The lady who hit the man received a DUI. The man who was hit, though, the victim, Richard Lee, at the time did not look like he was going to make it. Mercy Air had to take him to Las Vegas, to UMC Trauma Center. We're glad to tell you, though, that Richard Lee is here, and he's going to talk to us about what happened on that day.
I'm doing better. I'm about 40% now. I still hurt everywhere, but I'm on my feet, and I'm glad of that.
What injuries did you sustain in this accident?
I have a broken nose. My left side of my face is cut up by my eye. My right knee is swollen. My left shoulder is messed up. My left elbow has a gash in it. And also my right foot was swollen. That did go down. And my black eyes are almost gone, but they were very black the day after.
What do you remember from that day? What were you doing, and when does your memory just stop?
The only thing that I could remember, I was on my way home from Sears. I was on Linda, and I just passed Basin. And the next thing I remembered, I was outside the ambulance with the sheriff. I had no idea what happened, and I was bleeding. I was bleeding out of the side of my face, and my right knee was squirting blood. And I kind of refused medical help, and then I see my knee squirting blood, so I guess you're going to have to take care of me.
I remember being there on the scene, and you were just in a daze, it seemed. It all happened so quick. What happened to your truck? What's the status of your truck at this point? Obviously totaled?
My truck is scrap metal. It was a restored 89 Dakota. It's worth nothing now, just scrap. The engine's stuck in the firewall. Everything has been on the truck, from the front to the back.
And prior to the interview, you told me that you just had this particular truck of yours restored.
Yeah, the truck was totally restored last year. Fresh paint on it. It was beautiful.
What is the status of this whole situation right now?
I don't know. I'm waiting on the sheriff department to release some information. I have a lawyer, and he hasn't been able to get the information yet.
You received service from Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue. They were on the scene. Is there anything you'd like to say to them about their service?
Yes, thank you very much for what you did, because I was bleeding all over the place, and you got me patched up, and you did a great job.
It's not all the time when News 46 sees an accident that occurred such as this one and actually gets to talk to the person who was hit. So we would like to thank Richard Lee for speaking with us, and we hope he does better. This is Zach Fuentes for News 46.
And we'll have a whole lot more news coming up right after the break.
News 46 is brought to you by Affiliated Chiropractic and Affiliated Physical Therapy. Come in for your free consultation. Call 775-727-8900. Our goal is to create the individual treatment plan that will restore your health and end pain.
Welcome back. The new racing season has begun at the Pahrump Valley Speedway. We were at the second race of the season last Saturday and spoke with Eric Slusher and Chad Broadhead.
Second race of the season. We've got most of our classes running today. So we got a lot of cars here from out of town, so hopefully we'll have a good time today.
And what classes are you guys having run today?
We're having the mini stocks, the street stocks, the bombers, the modifieds, dwarfs, and coupes. Our coupes are running today.
Exciting. So you are the flagman. Tell us, for people like me who don't know what that is, can you tell us what you do?
Pretty much I try to control the atmosphere of the race itself. Try to keep guys in hand, not tearing each other cars up. That's a big thing of just refereeing the race.
Because we see sometimes people crashing into each other, maybe pushing people against a wall. What kind of rules of conduct are there for a race like this?
Well, they're not supposed to be doing that, It's who's ever out in front. If we look at it, if your front bumper is up to their door, that's their line and that's your line. You can't run them off, they can't run down into you. So it should be courtesy, And a lot of guys, they'll get behind them, they'll tap you in the rear a couple of times. They say, well, to let you know I'm there, I want you to move out of my way so I can pass you. Well, it doesn't work that way. We tell them, you drive clean. And if you can hit them in the rear, that means you can pass them. So you just got to work at it and try to pass them. So that's what we try to do. And then that's where his job comes in. When they start hitting like that, he's got to pull out that black flag and let them have it.
So when the black flag gets pulled out, then what does that mean? Is there a fine, or is there what is a penalty for that?
Leave the racing surface. You're done for the night.
And so this is the second race of the season. When is this season ending?
This ends November. Well, I don't even know the last date. I think it's November 19th.
So we still have quite a ways away before it ends.
Oh, yeah. Then we take a break in April because we have our Dwarf Nationals in April. So most of the drivers will have the whole month off in April. So they're actually only racing 9 months out of the year. So a total of 21 races.
Okay, so it's a spring break kind of thing.
Right.
And so we have, do we have races in the evening as well?
We will. They'll start up the 1st of May. Our first race in May will go back to 7 p.m.
Well, it is tax season again, and many of us do get to a point where we need help and have a lot of questions regarding filing the taxes. If you are in that position, Pahrump Tax Aids is a service that can assist you.
We have been working for like 28 years of giving free tax service. We also do federal and state taxes, and we e-file. And it's a safe way to file your taxes because you don't have to worry about somebody raiding your mailbox.
Exactly. Is e-filing, have you noticed, been more popular in recent years?
Oh, yes. IRS pushes everybody to try to do e-filing because it's so much safer and it's much faster.
What is the most common question or problem that you see people come in here asking, or just a problem that they're coming in here with?
How much can I get back? At the beginning of the tax season, that's most of our returns are for refunds. And then towards the end, it gets more difficult where the people owe, and that's a little bit difficult.
And so you guys have been doing this for 28 years, I believe you said?
I've been doing it here at the community center. We used to work at the Bob Roode Community Center. And then, of course, you know what happened with that. So for the last 2 years, we have been here at the annex. And we're very grateful to the town to let us use this.
Do you guys provide any services, outside of the tax season?
No, but we do if we have handicapped people or people that cannot meet our schedule, we will make arrangements. But we do insist upon appointments.
And if people would like to make appointments, what number do they call?
Oh, they can call anytime. I have an answering machine. So, but the only thing I ask them to do really is to repeat their number and do not rush, because there's so many times I'll get a number and there's no way I can understand it. Okay?
Okay, and what is the phone number for people to call you?
775-727-4258.
Thank you so much, Fern.
Thank
Shadow Mountain Feed, located on Leslie and Bella Vista, had their monthly pet vaccinations. We caught up with one of the owners, Patty Cross.
We have Dr. Flom comes out, and he comes once a month, and he'll do all the shots and deworms and trims nails and answers any questions anyone has about their pets. And he comes once a month, every 4 weeks.
And does he come out of Vegas?
He's out of Henderson, actually. He has a clinic there.
Okay. And so when people think of the pet vaccination clinic or something, they think, oh, well, you can only bring your dogs here. But is that the case?
No, it isn't. You can bring your dogs, cats. We've had birds. Any small pets, actually.
That's exciting. So what is the charge for this?
It depends what you want. A lot of people come just for the rabies, which is $10, but he runs package deals, and you can get all the shots for a dog for $28, and cats, I believe, is $26.
Okay. And so this is once a month. Is there ever a specific time, like a specific date, maybe the first of the month, or when do we know what time of the month to come?
It's every 4 weeks, so 4 weeks from today, he'll be back again.
Okay, and how long ago did you guys start this? Because this has been going on for quite some time now.
Yes, it has. We've been here 14 years, and it was going on when we took over the business, and we just continued with it because so many people took advantage of it.
Exactly, because it's a great thing to have in the community. So many people come out for this, and it's a low cost compared to if you went somewhere else.
Yes, that's for sure.
And local musician Lonnie Davenport performed at the Alf 160 Coffee House last Saturday night. We got a chance to speak with him and to hear him perform.
Started playing guitar after I left the Army, and I started to bang on a guitar and play in coffee houses 40 years ago, and here I am, 64 years old, still doing it. And over time it's evolved, and I've found different musics I love, like the Western swing music and traditional jazz, but I started out playing folk music in places like this when I was a young man, 22, 23 years old.
And you were a part of Vietnam, correct?
Yes, I was. I was drafted into the Army in July of 1967. I fought in the Tet Offensive with the 1st to 22nd Battalion and the 4th Infantry Division.
And what did that do to influence you as a musician and as a guitar player?
Well, I wanted nothing more to do with guns and shooting anymore, and I didn't like loud noises. And when I left the Army, I couldn't be the person that I once was. And one of the things I did was I took up guitar as more or less a therapy. And it's sustained me through years and years and years. The time alone that I've spent playing has been quality time for me. It's been a great companion.
You play such a variety of different things. You sound very versatile to me. I don't know what to label what you play. Some of it sounds like it has a Western kind of tone to it. Some of it may be more jazz. What do you consider yourself? What type of musician?
It's American music. My education was in American Studies at Chico State. And it's American music. It's uniquely American music. So it is blues, it is jazz, it is country. And some of these songs, these jazz tunes, were quite popular too, so it was pop as well. So it just is American music, and it's really hard to try and pigeonhole American music because it really is vast, and there are different aspects to it. But it's because of America as the melting pot. The French brought the horns, that's why there's horns in New Orleans. The Spanish brought the guitar, the Irish brought the fiddle, they had the piano. And the Africans made their own banjo, and so that's where American music comes from. It's just all that melting together of all those musical ideas and cultures, and it became something just truly unique. And a lot of people call it jazz. You could call it blues or jazz, really, but it's American music.
What a great way to put it. Today we're here at the Off 160 Coffee House. Before we had the interview, you told me all the different places you've played. What sets a coffee house, especially Off 160, what sets it apart from the other types of places that you've played?
Well, it's the family atmosphere. If you look around here, I brought part of my living room down, my speaker cabinet and guitar and my chair that I sit and play in. It's like being in your own living room. It's like being at home. There's not a lot of glitter and glitz and bells going off and lights, and it's much more soothing atmosphere, and a place where you can bring friends and talk, play a game of chess or dominoes or a game of cards, or talk about art or literature, those things that are important to humans. And
listen to some great music.
Yeah. And be sure and come down on Friday nights, because it's an absolute zoo down here, and we just have a great time.
And coming up right after the break, we're going to check in with my buddy here, Zach Fuentes, and see what's in store for us for this week's weather. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
News 46 weather is brought to you by Healthcare Partners Medical Group, with 5 locations in Pahrump. Local doctors and professional staff providing total care from infancy to seniors. News 46 weather is also brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body. For more information, you can visit their website at nevadadairycouncil.org. News 46 weather is also brought to you by Humana.
And welcome back to News 46, everyone. Today we had sunny skies, and our high wasn't too bad either. We had 60 degrees. The winds were coming out of the south at 5 miles per hour, and our gusts were at up to 10, so we had a nice breeze coming in there for us. Pressure was at 30.07, and our UV index was staying the same at 4 moderate. Our humidity was 26%, and sunrise was at 6:26 a.m. Today's record was 79 degrees back in 1995. Tonight it looks like we're going to have clear skies as well. Our low is going to be 32 degrees. Winds to come out of the north-northeast at 3 miles per hour, and our gusts at only 5 miles per hour. Humidity is going to go up to 41%, and our sunset will be at 5:30 p.m. I can say will be now. Our record for tonight was 23 degrees back in 1942. Tomorrow looks like we're going to have mostly sunny skies. Our high is going to be 65 degrees and our low 40. The winds are going to be coming out of the north at 7 miles per hour, and our gusts will be at 11, just a little bit more than they were today. Our UV index is going to go up to 5 moderate instead of our usual 4, and our sunrise will be at 6:25 a.m. Our humidity for tomorrow will be 28%. And taking a look at our 7-day forecast, tomorrow, like I said, is going to be mostly sunny. Wednesday, we're going to have sunny skies, and then Thursday we'll go back into partly cloudy. Friday's going to alternate back to sunny, and then Saturday will be mostly sunny as well. But Sunday and Monday, we're going to have mostly sunny skies. We're actually going to go up into the 70s, as you can see there. Our highest high is going to be 72 degrees on Thursday, and our lowest low will be 32 degrees on Sunday. And today's worst weather was in Stink Creek, South Dakota, where it was snowy and they had brisk winds.
Thank you so much, Zach.
Very welcome.
Well, that's going to do it for this edition of News 46. I'm Tony Jo.
And I'm Zach Fuentes. From everyone up here on the Hill, we wish you a safe evening and a very good night.
Have a great night, everyone.